This is my new ringtone. It's like how I'm living my East Coast lifestyle currently. Ready for it? Yeah. I joke every morning, I want to live my life like a country song. Have you ever seen CMT music videos?
No.
Like, where are they finding those girls? Like, whoever's doing that job, I could do it way cheaper.
A little cream-free coffee.
No, I'll go black.
Better man than me. So, I got my list going here.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Kate Upton demonstrating the take it away, Kate. All right.
Can you turn Kate off for a second? I gotta ask you a couple questions.
You got it.
Amy and I are heading over on the 10th of next month. We got 3 days booked at Solomon with
Sweet.
Jean-Marc. Jenny's gonna be there.
Oh, cool.
So I wanted to talk about your ski fleet.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out where there's some holes. Let's talk skate first because
Wait,
that's obviously
There's holes in my fleet?
Well, normally people have some like gaps, like places where they like need a little, some priorities for some selecting some new material.
Yep.
Cold conditions.
Yep.
What do we got? What do you need in order to have a better look in cold conditions?
I don't think that's an area to focus on currently. We have the original carbon ski that first came out, like 666 is the number. We're kind of running that with...
the one from the Berkey a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we still have that. That's in the mix, and that usually wins in cold conditions. And then we have the G5 really soft carbon ski now.
Yep.
With that'll like float over the powder.
Yep.
So, and then if it gets super, super soft, we still have multiple soft grounds that decide to run fast every once in a while. So,
Well, from a couple of years ago.
yeah. They're not carbons, but the carbons seem to beat out. The carbons seem to always win unless it's like it gets real crazy, and then the soft grounds are just kind of like the ace in the hole.
Sure. Okay, so cold. Guess we're covered.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, last year we had a lot of opportunities to check skis when the moisture came up a little bit, like in Craftsbury. I know. I guess you had some good races with that 2W grind on some stuff, but where?
358 is the number.
358 is the ski. So I should take a look at that. But that ski you felt like was
Incredible. Like the edge power on that ski, especially when if it gets like funky with that corn snow on ice, like you can still ski it. You can still ski powerfully.
All right.
I was like proven on. I basically rode those skis at Craftsbury to a podium position. That's when Patty decided to destroy us all. But my skis were fantastic and great race there, especially in Craftsbury. And then we raced them at the Berkey where it was like variable snow conditions as well.
Same skis, right?
Same ski, exact same ski where it was hard to get edge.
Yeah.
Hard to find something that was going to run, especially if moisture came up. That's a liability there. People were choosing clear bases, white bases, and we just had a standard black base ski that could handle that moisture.
Yep. All right. So we got that, I guess, with the black base.
Yeah.
What about if it's what if it's breaking a little bit? What if you got that intermediate moisture and it's kind of like breaking down a bit?
Clear base, that new clear base we got. You picked
yeah.
up last year. I think that's it's one of those new ones. And then we put that really heavy grind on it at 3, and then we knocked it down for the World Cup in Canmore and put the F16 grind on there with that clear base ski, and that's the ski I raced pretty much every skate race on over there. That's the one that saved me in the pursuit. Was able to finish on the lead lap, basically, because of those skis, and then we had, then we just dumped fluoros into them for that individual start skate race, and where Magnificon started right behind me and decided to follow me for like 1.5 K through the flatter part of this stadium until we got to the climb, which was 1, confidence inducing, 2, jerk, like go around me.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, and there's skis that fill in. There's skis that fill in all those holes, especially on the carbon side. We have L2OS skis, we got man-made skis.
Oh yeah, we didn't even run those things last year, but they had some good test days. That stronger one, huh? With that
great test days. Yeah, we raced that on a sprint once on the World Cup.
Okay. Well, so maybe we don't need to worry so much on the skate side, but talk to me about gaps on the classic side. How are you doing for cold?
Cold's great, especially with that new like softer classic cold ski you picked up last year. It's a great cold ski, really easy and active. And I raced that the first time. You know, we pulled that out for Plymouth. The Plymouth race where Chris Freeman double pulled, and I strode that race. I was striding, and speed wasn't. I thought I was going to get dropped right away, and I wasn't able to drop. I was able to carry the wax, and I could kick up the hills. And Chris and I had a sprint. He beat me, but
Oh, that Citizen race.
yeah, Citizen race.
Yeah,
That's the first
yeah.
one. We like pulled that in to just knowing it was a great pair of skis, and we pulled it in to just say, hey, how competitive is it going to be when Chris doesn't have wax?
Bird was pissed. He did not want to have that sprint for that thing. That's so
Right.
funny. I forgot all
Especially
about
on the
that.
downhill. I was able to run up the hill and get a gap and try to, got rowdy. Pretty nice having a ski that's not liability, especially when others are.
So that was that new construction cold ski.
Yep,
That thing actually carries pretty high, but you kick it without any problem.
no problem. I mean, you can, yeah. When I attacked, I just essentially ran, but didn't have to put it down. We were just trying to move fast.
Sweet.
That
Okay,
was really
so we
cool.
got that. That's good.
We have that.
What about like if we start having to carry a little bit of thicker wax or softer wax, like the moisture comes up?
That's huge. There's that new the 007 pair, and that's the one like for Lake Placid Super Tour.
Yep.
Able to run that real lean,
Yep.
some real lean clister and still kick it.
Right. Okay, so that's a good transitional pair. We got that.
It's a transitional pair, yeah.
And then, like if we get into full-blown clister conditions, curiously, you've had some of your better results historically when it's full clister.
Yeah.
Why do you ski so well in that crap?
I think
You're
it's
a
just-
Colorado guy.
It's just hard. I think just because it's so hard that,
You think it's just your motor comes to the fore.
yeah, and finesse starts to help, but especially the new clear base skis too, when they come through with Solomon, especially
red
like
model.
the two last years. Yeah, we have a red and yellow model, both clear base. In the Spring Series 50K, we went with the big yellow.
That's right. We
The
went
big-
for the big one. That was
Yeah,
kind of
we
a
went-
judgment call ahead of time. That was like, I was nervous because that was a full 50 that we had to go. No ski changes.
No ski
Totally
change.
degrading conditions.
And we went big
And we
ski.
went big. And
Real
that,
big.
for the first half of the race, you looked like you were just like taking a nap in the pack. You didn't have to do a thing.
Yeah, how it's my double pull even back then, right? I'm not strong in the double pull. I'm getting stronger, but I'm hanging out in the pack with like Bjornsson and Hoff and Berg, just like I'm able to recover on the flats, and then I don't have to herringbone. I can kick it.
Those guys were happy with their skis, but they said yours were absurd.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's funny. We were waxing for Hoff. We were waxing for Bird. Bird had a sugar bonk and lost a lot of time, but then
Yeah.
came back with a phenomenal last lap and like passed Hoff, who was off the front. Everyone had their moment, and I think the skis were good. I think it's super simple. I think we were just on Rody KM3 with a little Rosa in it.
Yeah.
But
we were
your skis were
able.
absurd.
We were able to go thick
Right.
and short,
Right.
and I could kick like the Running Man. You just had you just go
Pop it.
flat,
Yep.
and it goes down.
Yep.
And you kick it, and then
Yep.
on the double pull, you could let those guys go on the downhill, and then I just get in, the lazy tuck. You're like, whew. And then you're able to catch up
Just
right
roll
to
right back up.
Bjornsson, go out on your own, not even trying.
Those Clister skis, I don't know what they did. I mean, I've looked at them a bunch. But when they showed up on the World Cup, all of a sudden, like, guys who are skaters, Magnifica.
Yeah, Matty,
Yeah.
Magnificat. Matty, I mean, he's a good classic
He's a
skier
good
as well,
classic.
but
Yeah. But those guys were all of a sudden, like, winning classic.
Yeah, winning.
Podium. Yeah.
top 3 all the time.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, excuse me. Even Diggins is starting to throw down. Top 5s.
In classic.
Yeah.
In Clister conditions.
Yeah.
That ski was a game changer as far as I could tell. And, like, we saw it domestically, too. As soon as
Yeah.
we put that thing on the snow, it was just incredible.
Incredible. You're like hoping it gets. You want to be pulling out those new construction hard Clister skis.
Yeah.
You're like looking for excuses to try.
Yep. Well, so classic, it seems like we're pretty well covered.
Covered. Confidence. Skate. Confident.
Zeros? You don't have a new pair of zeros.
No. I just have the ones from a couple years ago that you just keep running.
Zeros. Okay, I'm going to Austria to get you some zeros, I guess.
Sweet. Sold.
I mean, I'm going to pull some more stuff, but
Yeah, whatever's new and exciting. It's pretty exciting to be involved with a company that's pushing the boundaries so far and like ski always looking right for a competitive advantage for their athletes. So Try to give me some more secret skis where they're all unmarked. We can think of some cooler names for them.
We can always erase the marks. We can make them retroactively secret.
Yeah, that's sweet. It just looks cooler.
Absolutely. All right then.